Host T Stone, and I'm your host Joey Cash, and today we got a banger, dog. A straight up banger.
Hey, we got some legends in here tonight. We got the what I want to say, the living legend. This nigga did everything from pimping to rapping. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's a mogul. You know what I'm saying?
Worldwide.
Need no introduction, but we gonna let him introduce himself.
JAKAFELLA, Flint Town's finest, your royal fucking highness. If you didn't know, one of the best that ever did it and still getting away with it.
He gonna talk that pimping day. His introduction gonna be 30 minutes.
No, this hood shit though. This is me. I always talk shit. If anybody that know me know Jake, I always talk shit. Like even in Northern, Flint Northern, when I was 15. I used to go through the hallways and say, yeah, nigga, I'm slapping hoes and slamming Cadillac though. I had a photo caddy outside back then when I was 15 years old at Northern, so this ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? People just find out about me, but you know the real deal is just I always been like this. This ain't no new. You know what I'm saying? And nigga ain't new to this. He true to it. So.
Right.
Flint though, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hood shit, real nigga, JAKAFELLA.
So I want to ask.
No. We can't go on without introducing Trouble Man.
Trouble Man.
Trouble Man.
Let's turn in and go.
I gotta bring him in. I wouldn't call him the Trouble Man. I would call him the King of Flint. There's no other way that you can bring, you can introduce him to the podcast as the King of Flint.
Yeah.
It's your flow.
Yeah, what my name, where the Trouble Man come in at? Let's talk about that to the people.
Because you're controversial. It ain't you getting in trouble. It's just controversial. Everybody got Clip Mac name in their mouth.
Yeah, we can afford some problems though if we don't get in some trouble, man. See, at the end of the day, I'm gonna just say this, man. I turned street money to $500,000 in property. I walk with God right now, and and we can get into some trouble too. You feel me? Y'all know what's going on.
Right.
I eat ass from the back, all that. Like, you feel me? So we can get into some trouble too. Like
Right. So we're gonna go back and forth. The first question I'm gonna ask Jake is, what inspired you to get in the rap game?
Man, shit, Fat Boys, Run DMC, LL Cool J, Michael Jackson, Love with the Jacket. This entertainment period, man. I just loved all of that shit when I seen it. You know
So we talking way back.
I'm talking as a kid. Yeah, I was a little boy. I was like shit. I was young as hell with the gloves and all that shit. But I had my mama and them bought me records, so I had Fat Boy
I was a
records.
Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah,
I was a Fat Boy fan.
I'm talking about soon as rap jumped off, like the Fat Boys, motherfucking Run DMC, all these albums. What my mama and them bought me.
Right.
What I wanted for like Christmas and stuff like that.
We talking about that era where you wasn't shit if you didn't have a Michael Jackson coat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. It was like a
Jackson
pellet. It was like a pellet.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? You wasn't shit if you didn't have
You had to have that thin fake motherfucker.
Right.
Nobody. You did.
I studied Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but they had them. But it was a thing. You know what I'm saying? But it was just just seeing the life and just the entertainment, and it was just like I just loved that shit. It just made me want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the whole action.
And you still here and you still doing it.
So I want to ask, what was your upbringing like, and what hood was you from?
I'm off the 5th, and then mainly from the 5th, then Dayton Ave. You know what I'm saying? Then from 5th to the Dayton. I went to my daddy crib over off Albert and Page. From Albert and Page, I stayed there as a kid. Went to Dordt. Then when I went there, that's when they split the sides of the street up that year when we were supposed to go to Longfellow. Everybody out was most of my hood. They changed. One side went to Whittier, then the other side went to Longfellow.
Right.
So that's how they did it for some reason back then. So different people was going to different schools. So people on the street went to Longfellow. I went to Whittier.
Is that how the 5th Ward and Dayton thing kind of split up? Like,
no, I don't really know.
I don't understand that. I believe that Dayton is the 5th Ward.
Well, it really is. It's all the 5th. I mean, it's the same city councilman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. If I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So it's just because of the it's just different. It was niggas over here doing this over there. You had such and such and them over here. When the dope came, it kind of split up. I guess more so. You know what I'm saying? But it's all.
I think Dayton was really King Hood too. So Dayton came.
Yeah, well, King Hood. Yeah, King Hood. It was King Hood. It was King Hood. It was King Hood.
What area you go in? What elementary? First of all, what elementary?
I went to King and Cook.
Both. So
I was kind of born that day. I was born in it. That's my whole family from Dayton. So.
Okay. Pops
my
and
mama from Dayton. My mama like this. She got real gangster respect type shit. She was wild as hell back then. My pops actually from over there with them though. He was 6'0". He was wild too. So they both was gangsters.
Oh, okay. So you know his pops, Flake?
Yeah, I know his pop and his mom. Yeah,
okay.
His pop and his mom. Yeah,
You say y'all was close?
Yeah, pops was my niggas growing up, my best partner. Yeah, we live next door to each other.
For real? What kind of stories can you give us about you and his pops?
Shit, man, from spending the night, nigga, from, shit, to, learning from rapping at the Whittier Talent Show, with Shoestring and the nigga up the street, J Ski J, Big Jerome Holmes was his beatboxer, and then me and his daddy Cliff, we was the Rush MCs, and he was the beatboxer and I was the rapper, you know what I'm saying? And then we was in the Whittier Talent Show. A lot of people that know us know that, but he ain't them won first place, we won second place. You know what I'm saying? He ain't Big J Ski, you know what I'm saying? But all that though, from selling dope, hustling. When I moved from Fifth Ward over to Dayton, where all my family was at, my grandmama and them and all my auntie cousins, everybody. I stayed at we was on Dayton 200 Dayton, where my cousin and my auntie stayed at. And then right on ML King coming up White Street, you can drive right next to Dayton and White Street. You can drive straight up in my driveway, coming straight up White Street, just go straight up the street and go straight ahead. You in my driveway, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So but I knew, so we did a lot of stuff. Like I said, we hustled, but a lot of things as far as he was just my nigga, you know what I'm saying?
What his father be proud of him today?
Yeah. What his father? That's all his daddy wanted to do. His daddy just wanted to just do the rapping, the hustling, and get money. You know what I'm saying? And then nail chicks. That's all it was. All he was. He said, I need to just try to do some, you know what I'm saying? Do some fucking and have our way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all it was. That's all it was. That's all we knew, man. So unfortunately, I had moved out of town. You know what I'm saying? When I was like going on 16, and then that's when we lost contact. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I moved out. Cause back then, all you got is a nigga got a phone number.
Yeah.
Right. You got to go on a piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? So you don't got like, damn, my nigga number. You know, so little stuff like that. So yeah, we had a lot of good times though. You know what I'm saying? Especially as kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, especially as kids. Yeah.
So Cliff, what inspired you to be in a rap game?
No Limit Records. Master P. Master P.
Yeah.
Master P. If I had a chance, I'd fuck with Master P. Them right now.
Right now, so
yeah, No Limit Records.
You hear that, P?
Yeah, No Limit Records. I felt like they was just the hardest to me. The whole culture, even with their album covers with the ice and the diamonds and the
they made an impact.
all that shit. Yeah, so No Limit Records.
Matter of fact, it was some Dayton cats was on the Down South Hustle
On the field,
On the soundtrack.
on the soundtrack from Master P. Yeah.
Who was Leg now?
Yeah, Leg, he and Ring won it. Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm about to look into that.
Well, they had the one song, I'm down in this motherfucking dope. They had that song.
My uncle was on that hook. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. We heard.
Yeah, we heard.
We heard my name. Yeah.
So Cliff, man, like right now, you hot, man. You like one of the biggest artists around the city. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did it take for you to even get here? What was the turning point where you said,
what was your drive?
What was your drive? There you go.
I don't even think I'm hot to be for real.
No,
you know, I don't like, cause Flint like his own world, so I don't even like saying I'm hot. I just want to keep walking with God, and cause where I'm trying to get is a whole different ball game. So I'm having fun right now. When it comes to the city saying I'm hot, but my drive was just. Man, my drive was just like, I think my daddy killing himself was like the best thing that ever happened to me. You feel me? I talk about that a lot, but I think that was my drive, like to just be lion-hearted, just to keep, like this year I done been in the most trouble I've ever been in my life this year. So for you still to be able to say I'm like the hottest in the city right now, that's my drive. You feel me?
What kind of trouble, like?
I mean, I be in the streets, I ain't gonna say too much. They have me locked up for a lot of I guess dangerous crimes that I ain't had nothing to do with for real. You feel me? I can say that much. And just a lot, just in and out of jail for real this year. And I ain't even no jail type of nigga. Like I usually I'm up here with everything, but somehow I just the wrong places at the wrong time, and a bunch of people just doing a bunch of wrong talking. So for me to be able to still get out, you feel me, still be there for my son. I put my son one of the biggest birthday parties together, you feel me? When I did get out the first time and shit, like, my son's birthday tomorrow for real, so.
Happy birthday, little Cliff.
And just to keep, you know, doing what I'm doing, that's my drive right there for real.
Right.
I guess just people counting you out, man. You come from nothing. It's just like a beautiful thing, man.
So what was the thought of you creating a name for yourself as being the King of Flint?
Cause I looked at it like nobody ever said they was the King of Flint. First of all, nobody never took the name and ran with it. It's the black help. You feel me?
You know,
I
like saying that.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? That's the black help. That's the you got MC Bree. You got JAKAFELLA. So at the time when I said that, I just felt like at the time I was going on my volume 2. I really had my foot on a lot of niggas' necks, like. As far as like the young niggas who was in the game at the time with me, at the time when Volume 1 came, and I'm talking to Matt, and you know, Matt Hinkle told me this out his mouth. He said, man, when your first CD hit, it hit harder than our first CD hit. You feel me? That's what Matt told me. Like, not no, like just overall, but he said they first CD.
First of all, explain who was Matt to the people that don't know.
Right.
I don't know how to explain. I'm gonna just say, I guess he dating family backbone. Can I say that? Can I say he was like the backbone of dating family, and he like, you know, a pioneer in this shit for real.
Main investor slash part of the group.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Co-manager.
And we are talking about Matt Hinkle.
Let me say this. He really like supposed to been, to me, I think he would have been who Master P was.
Right.
No doubt about that.
So he the Master P of Flint, if you ask me. Yeah, I was just sitting down and I was talking to him, and he like, man, it was people, grandma saying, get with the little Cliff Mac, do with it. So at that time, and then, you know, I'm like, man, I'm being a little bit too humble because I'm telling people God is the greatest and this and that, and all these people coming at me, and I said, you know what? I'm the King of Flint. You feel me? It wasn't necessarily about Flint. It was just like, now when they mention me, like when my Detroit niggas see me, they be like, King of Flint, what's up?
Right.
So that wasn't no shot at nobody. That was just...
No, it wasn't no shot at nobody. Like, if we take real shots at niggas for real. Like, we ain't gonna be doing no shots on no rap shit just to be for real.
100.
So that wasn't no shots at nobody. These niggas all started taking shots, and then, you know, we was catching niggas out in person, stopping niggas in drive-thrus and shit like that. I got niggas right now, here with me right now with choppers, just for the record, you feel me? So, all that funny rap shit niggas be doing with no shots at no niggas, it was just, I'm the King of Flint. It's my marketing strategy. It's good for me and good for the city at the time. Maybe it'll rile niggas up a little bit more to maybe do some more music, but not to start no beef and no rap shit and no shots. Cause that's how a lot of niggas took it though. Like taking shots. I wasn't taking no shots. It was just like I linked with black youngsters just cause they heard I was the King of Flint. You feel me? So I felt like it was a good marketing scheme at the time, and then it was like now in the Flint history and the music history. They gonna be able to say like I was the first nigga that started calling my name that. You feel me? So I ain't taking nothing from the OGs. I feel like they legendary. You feel me? I actually talked to Matt and a lot of niggas before I did it. They was like, "You is the King of Flint." Yeah, you feel me? And I'm like, okay, fuck it. And at the time when I did it, I had like, I don't know if y'all remember, I was doing videos with motherfuckers actually saying.
You remember that? I don't remember that. Yeah. I had
a lot of people like videos, a lot of people saying they probably talked about that shit for a whole week straight. We just took over the internet with how is this nigga the King of Flint, and people who thought I was. So.
For y'all who don't know what's going on right now, man, we got a legendary dating figure in here right now, and we got the new day dating figure in here. You know what I mean? And this right here, I don't know if y'all know it, but this right here is a classic, man.
Classic.
Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. You're not gonna get this nowhere.
We the best. We really Flint music scene. Should I say heart and head of the ball?
And I'm gonna say from
great clarification.
What, the early '90s?
I'm just talking
about. Am I right? The early '90s.
Period.
When it first came out, we talking about from the early '90s, 2000 and to date.
Yeah, Dayton had the torch since
Dayton had the torch.
Right. But I want to ask Jake, what's going on with that movie y'all shot a couple years ago, man?
Man, well, I had to get the audio together. That's what it is. The movie way more delicate. I mean, it's way more. Let me not say delicate, but that too. But it's way more. It's more. it's more components, you know, to put into it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when I first got it done, you know, they gave me the trailer. Once I got it, you know, I shot it and did everything, but I paid the director. And then he had his editing people edit it. So when they edited the trailer was edited, sound perfect, everything. When I got the movie back, the movie was so low quality, it didn't make no sense, you know what I'm saying? As far as the audio, and I couldn't blame it on the director, because I'd already paid him, and then he was blaming it on the editors, and then like back and forth and all that little old lady shit. So I really didn't have time. So what I did was had to give a BT, my guy, you know what I'm saying, to do the music out of Beecher. That's like my musical father, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so my man, so what BT had to do, he basically had to go online and go and study film editing, so to speak. So we went through that phase, and that was months of getting that together. Then once he learned what he needed to do, then we had to go and find all of the different, it was called Foley, Folly of Foley, but it's basically the footsteps, the plane landing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, but we got to add all that in there. You know what I'm saying? The door closing, clonk. You know what I'm saying? The reels. You know what I'm saying? The real, all that. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that you have to. When these are the things that you have to. When this ain't a, and I don't knock nothing, but this ain't an 810. You know what I'm talking about? I don't knock the film, but it ain't. This is a real motion picture. You know what I'm saying? Like this is.
You gotta have a real bankroll.
Yeah, it's a real
to learn. They don't even understand. He just said he.
I had to pay the man to learn
something. You gotta have a bankroll for that.
Period. You know
so can you say when there's a possibility when it could drop?
Oh, it's gonna drop. We're gonna probably drop. We'll be dropping definitely by because I got a book to go with it. So it's a 152 page novel to go with it. You know, with the same title, Payback is Karma, and that's finished and edited and ready to go. The cover, everything is done. So
you be busy.
No, man, I'm business.
I'm
business, man.
That's a new word. I ain't busy. I'm business,
man. Period. I'm business. Period. We're in the game.
So speaking of dropping, when is the next thing you got coming up? You know, music wise.
Oh, the album drop on Halloween. Gloves off. You know what I'm saying? A brand new one. Back to the streets. Back to the basics. You know what I'm saying? Giving my fans been begging me. You know, like I said, I live in 2 different states, you know what I'm saying? So when people be thinking, man, Jake moved back to Flint, I've been seeing Jake, then some people see me, man, Jake, when you get here? I've been here for weeks, months, whatever. I'm back and forth, in and out, up and down, all around, doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm business, you know what I'm saying? So and I don't tell my business. I don't show my business, you know what I'm saying? So that's why people don't really know that much, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, period. I know. Oh, I understand that clearly.
48 laws.
You know what I'm saying? No, not that one. No.
Which one?
Neither one. The Bible.
The Bible.
That's the only one I've been reading. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't read no other one, so everything else come natural. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's it. But like I said, a lot of people don't. When I'm back in the town and they don't see a nigga, they just be, you know. And there's always, you know, when they see somebody that then left and came back, it's always like a speculation of doubt. Man, he done lost this. He done. Man, I pay bills in 2 days, but see, their mind ain't big enough to think that a man can actually live here and to come back to the hood, to come back. Like, why would he come back here? He the black Effie in Hollywood with Snoop and him. He on the red carpet at the BET Awards. He had the Playboy Mansion and Hugh Hefner at parties with Puff and them and had Paris Hilton them. You know what I'm saying? But that don't. I'm a hood nigga though. A real Flint nigga. So all that stuff don't make me, you know what I'm saying? Like I sleep on the floor on the pallet, I sleep in the king size bed at the Palace in Dallas. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know, so that's just how I work the jelly, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is that I really, for real, I seen like a lot of stuff in Flint, like a lot of it's so watered down now. And glad we got niggas like Cliff and real niggas doing things and pushing, and like I say, for one, knowing about putting God first. That's the main thing, because without that, you ain't gonna have nothing work without that, and if it do, it ain't gonna last or work for long. You know what I'm saying? So with God, you basically giving yourself what's called a stamp of approval and a guarantee that it's gonna go through, because His word don't come back void. You know what I'm saying? But what I seen was like, it's just a dummy down of the mentality, and music didn't been dummy down. Of course, we all know that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about as far as the city, it's a dummy down of mentality, because like I come from hustlers, man. It's like I come from niggas I came from a $50 double up to moving bricks. They're moving hundreds of P's to having a real connect from just trying to find somebody to get a double up from as a kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I believed in the hustle.
Right.
I believed I could take that 50 and get me a brick. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I ain't never give up. I ain't had no doubt in my mind that I could come up in the game, and that's what I don't see in these streets no more. I don't see these little niggas be so doubtful and so timid, and all they got, you know, that everybody can pull the trigger. But who gonna poke their chest out and go hard and never give up and make it happen from nothing? Who got that kind of discipline? Who got them kind of guts?
Church.
That's what Flint used to be about, man. Niggas that fought for what was real, wasn't afraid of no nigga. I go all over the country with pimps, players, killers. I done live with the 6-0s, Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. All the homies out there, they're my people. I done lived on Flint. I know about Hyde Park. I know about Slauson and Crenshaw and Slauson. I know about 8th Avenue. I know about Florence and Crenshaw. That's still 6-0 hood. All that, they're my peoples over there. It's a stamp of approval. I go through there, they call me Flake Older the High Roller. Now that's another story.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, I just need the passion. I'm Gloves Off is about bringing the passion back to the streets and to the niggas to make them feel like a dog, not like a puppy.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, go out there with your chest poked out, heartless, and make it work no matter what it take.
Make it happen.
Don't give up.
No doubt.
And I guarantee you it's gonna pop. And put God first. Now you got your guarantee. It can't not work.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? And that's the thing. So that's what Gloves Off is about. Me coming back, going back to the roots. So like me coming back, living in the hood. I got a crib close. I was in Flint Township. I sold a crib for $90,000 last year in October. I took that money and flipped it in the crib I grew up in the hood. Not in my hood, but in another hood, but it's still in the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right in the city limits. You know what I'm saying? I'm right there posted. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I'm doing, fearless. So when people move out of Flint, be like, man, be careful when you go up there. For what? What I'm scared of? The same niggas that I raised?
Right.
The same niggas that sit in the same spot that was there when I left gonna be there when I come back? Man, come on, man. I ain't fearing this shit, man. I'm believing it because I know what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Gonna be there when you come back. He's gonna be there.
No, real nigga shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real nigga shit. But like I said, it's about uplifting the people, man, and bringing the attitude back. You know what I'm saying? Flint was always, from where I know, we like, nigga, what? Like, what that motherfucker just say?
Right.
Our attitude, man. You can't play us. You can't hoe us. You can't trick us. You can't. And if you do, when we find out, that's your ass.
Ain't no question.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but it just was, but it was more so not like just mad and angry and foolishness, but it was just who we really is.
Right.
As niggas, you know what I'm saying? And that's what my thing about Gloves Off is. So that's my next project coming out on Halloween, you know what I'm saying? So we got about about 21 days and it'll be out.
Okay. So speaking of projects, Cliff, what you got going on, man?
Man, I got Volume 3, Rental Money Volume 3. I'm just having fun. I'm just happy right now. I'm just walking with God right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I feel like right now, like they try to. I'm just having fun with what's going on. The people running it up. I dropped some shit. No promotion, no nothing. Not even 100 subscribers. That shit dead. Down there 100,000 in a month. We did another 60, another 40. So I'm climbing off them type of numbers just off no promotion. I'm just having
What's
fun,
your biggest
man.
son right now? What's your biggest record?
Calling me.
You think it's bigger than Red Bottles?
Yeah, it's definitely bigger than Red Bottles.
What
I've been
is-
waiting for so long to get something that was bigger than Red Bottles.
That was hard to top.
What inspired you to make the track I Ain't Letting Shit Slide? Because that's one of the out of the
That's
five
the video
tracks,
you got, right? That's the one you got the video right now.
Yeah,
That's what I think that's the one I like a lot.
That motherfucker,
I like that.
that
a lot.
motherfucker
I like
cold.
that a lot.
And who
That's
was
the one I like a lot.
the people that's featured in that?
Yeah, I like that one.
Kill my little,
And why
kill my little mans.
Yeah.
See, this the thing with this music shit. Like, Kid know with somebody I was just like, when I was at sessions before I was even dropping and just creating, they would come and they would pull up, and you know they just had good vibes on them. You know, him and Lil Quavies is good people. So if I come to the studio and I might be like, I might call them up just to get some good vibes. You feel me? Like I just did some shit with Mike. You feel me? But Mike was somebody who he was cool before that shit even went on. He seen me in the streets and he seen what I was doing in the streets, and I seen him just being humble and sitting back and like, yeah, we gonna work. Okay, when the time right. So now that I'm back working, I just been calling people that I've been fucking with.
And you know what
That's
else?
how that happened.
The video when you going hood to hood. What was inspired for that?
to show them the real Flint. Like this the thing, I feel like I'm the real sugar water baby. Like when you I feel like I done everything in my raps I done lived it and done it. Like it ain't even no cap. Like you can check my background. Like so what I'm saying is I feel like people don't get to see the real Flint sometimes. You feel me? Like people hear about this city that's so rough and rugged and savage, but then you might meet people and they might not represent it. They from Flint, but it's all different sides. So I'm just saying, not that they represent the Flint, but I'm saying the real Flint that you hear about. Them real sugar water babies and all them savage and that city crazy. Y'all they say them niggas. So it's like I just wanted the world to see like that's actually Flint. How these hoods is 2 minutes away from each other. You feel what I'm saying? How like Dayton should be the fifth, cause that bitch 2 minutes away from each other. Then Merle down here, then it's over here, right by each other.
Now you just saying, I ain't mean to cut you off, but now we think we're saying how it broke down. That's how it broke down. Broke up by the elementaries.
That's why. That's why I always ask.
Yeah, my fault.
What elementary you went to?
Yeah, that's what it went.
That's why
it broke down.
Yeah, see, I went to King. Yeah, so see, he right too. It's broke up by elementaries, but. After so long, I don't know where all this beef and all this other shit probably came from the teen nights to just. So I just was trying to just show them the real Flint, man. You gonna make me bring my savage up?
Yeah, I like that. I like
That's a cold one.
That's a cold video. That's like one of the coldest videos this year.
I believe that's the song.
I like it because I unify everybody.
Right. But I believe that's the song that really turned every motherfucking rapper in Flint up. If you ask me. Because after that, you just start seeing motherfuckers dropping songs and videos and shit.
Yeah, talk to the people.
So you mean,
I mean, that's facts. So you mean, I'm just saying, we see the best
videos with no intentions of an album? Is that what you say?
I freestyle all them songs. You feel me? Yeah, I freestyle every song. Like even the song y'all that I ain't letting shit slide, I freestyle that. Niggas running around, oh, it's a diss, man, I freestyle the song. I don't make no diss songs and shit like that. Why would I make diss songs? You feel me? Like a nigga got stumped out in the beginning of Fool, and that was saying, what I'm gonna make a diss song for?
Right.
Like niggas getting stumped out all the time. This shit for real. We living a real life, so it wasn't no diss or no nothing. It just was me making music and actually just freestyling another song that everybody fuck with. And I guess a lot of people feel like they ain't letting shit slide. That's how a lot of people feel here.
It makes sense.
That's just what that was about. But I do like how he said, like, fires, you got to seeing everybody dropping and.
I mean, that's fact. I tell you that shit all the time. Yeah. From when you dropped it, I'm like, if you pay attention, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers just got to just dropping all of a sudden. I mean, you just put that fire under their ass.
Yeah.
And that's a fact.
You don't love this shit.
They won't say none of that though. Like I feel like these people just try.
Well, let me ask you this, Cliff. Should they say something? And if they should, why?
Because you ain't intimidated by nobody. I'm gonna say a lot. Like I was just saying, like it's a lot of people in Flint who I feel like a bad man with. If they can't say I'm a bad man, that's intimidation.
Okay, we're gonna clear the record right now. Who you think a bad man in Flint?
I think Lyric the Queen is one of the best female artists to ever hit Flint.
I agree.
I think John Connor a great lyricist. You feel me? But I feel like he another person that might not never say I'm a bad man. You feel me? And why? You feel me? Because I feel like maybe he don't feel like I'm a bad man, but I feel like I'm the best music maker in Flint. When it comes to Flint, you're not gonna out rap me. You're not gonna make better music that's gonna touch the people than me at all. That's just how I feel, and you know that's just.
Do you got a top 5 in Flint?
I got a top 5 dead or alive. I got a top 5 dead or alive, but that's for I ain't gonna say right now in Flint like the music. No, cause my top 5 got OGs and shit in it.
That's cool. That's cool. Cause my top 5 do too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say I got a top 5 in Flint right now. I'm gonna just say
it could be all times. Top 5 all time.
Yeah, I got a top 5 all time, so I think my top 5, see, and I'm gonna miss out a lot of niggas though. Like
hey, if you miss out on anybody, we gonna put it in the credits.
I think my whole top 5 gonna be all OGs though.
And do what you do.
Like it's gonna be Dayton, it's gonna be him. You gonna have Bake Up Boys, then Benzie. Like a lot of people don't know Benzie. You feel me? I feel like Benzie like one of the #1 rappers ever to come out of Flint to me.
Right.
And then you gotta holler at Troy Garland and all them niggas to understand who he is.
Wow, these
I'm saying to
Troy Garland. What up, Troy Garland?
I'm saying to under because Troy Garland is somebody who know Benzie. Like a lot of niggas would be like, who Benzie? But I feel like Benzie was so cold. Back
What about
in the day,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
What about who?
I was gonna ask him what about his top 5. Go ahead.
Top 5 dead or alive.
I'm down there with him. I'm down there with him on that. Exclude myself from that list. But I'm with, and then put Breed in there. Them
Yeah, Breed. Yeah, Breed definitely in my top 5.
Shit, that's the
Because what he did for the
Let me see. Oh, and I gotta, and then I gotta put. So yeah, Scambino.
Right.
Yeah, that's my.
See, that's somebody who I
got
help.
some.
Yeah, my top. Yeah, so that's my top. You know, so you say. Dating fan, like I just told Shotgun, he with me right now from Top Authority. Shout out to Top Authority,
Shout out to
TA all
Top
day.
Authority, TA.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I got Gun, he out there with me, and we was riding. I told him, I said, man, we was talking about Spotify, and I said, man, well, you know, I said, man, man, I be giving y'all shit so many plays. I play y'all shit all the time. It's just people ain't never heard y'all shit. Everybody be loving it. I'm just telling you how I'm playing it, and I just told him, I said, I ain't got no dating family in my playlist. And it's just like, and then he said this. He said, yeah, man, and he didn't say it. It's like, yeah, everybody done already heard him so much, but it ain't no like. What he was saying to me was true, because a lot of them songs I was with String when ID was in jail. Like you were saying earlier, when ID was in jail, I was with String. It was me and String together. You know, he was taking beats from video games and having Steve play them. I seen all his method, everything he was doing, but I was right there with him while he was making FBI. Like on FBI album, people don't know when ID was in jail. I was on like I was doing the whole album with String. It was just me and String.
Oh, so String put that album together?
No, the label did, but they didn't. But they was trying. They didn't know that ID was in jail. Poe Brook was trying to hide that ID was in jail from Relativity. You know what I'm saying? So what they did was came and said, okay, we'll put Jake on every song. So I'm just like, shit, any opportunity for me to get a crack at the motherfucker, get this shot at the title, I'm in on that bitch. So okay, bam, okay, y'all want me to come in and do this? Okay, I'm the business. Yeah. So niggas say, okay, Jake, come on, feeling ID in jail, we need to come. So I come and do like 7 songs. In between the 7 songs, I guess they found out what was going on, and Relativity found out he was in jail. Then they got with Ken Scott or something, some kind of way. However, ID got out of jail to do the album. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but all I know is that he was in jail, then he got out to do the album. You know what I'm saying? So and then so that's when
Did he get locked back up when it dropped? Though?
Yeah, as soon as he got done, he went back to jail. Whatever Ken did, Ken the bad motherfucker. Ken Scott, man. That's my nizzle.
Right.
But anyway, yeah. But Ken went and did something for that nigga, man, and he got out. So yeah. But I was telling him on my playlist, I didn't have no dating family, but I'm against. I'm dating family all the way. Them my niggas, but it's just because I heard it so much, and I had full access to all of their music all the time. Yeah. But I never had access to some of Top Authority albums because I lived out of town. Right. So I'm on the road living in Memphis. I'm living here, I'm living there, but I want to hear some of that hood shit. But and it wasn't Spotify, YouTube, and all that back then. So I'm hearing the album that came out, but I can't get a copy of the shit. Right. So some of the songs I really like, when I got to the playlist, I could make the playlist then. I just put all that shit in there, but I was just saying that to him. But yeah, that'll be my list right there. Minus me and then Ask Gambino.
I want to ask both of y'all the question at the same time. Y'all answer one at a time. What do y'all tell the youth nowadays in Flint, man? We gonna end this interview off with a positive note. What do you tell the young kids right now that's running around here? They fucking each other up for nothing. They ain't getting no money, and if they is getting money, they jealous of each other. What do you tell them?
Well, I'm always, I always, first thing first is just, you got to pay attention to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what the OG used to tell me, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gator, you know what I'm saying? But, man, you got to pay attention. A lot of times you got to know you know what I'm saying? You got to know what you're capable of. If you know you're going to go somewhere and hurt somebody, then don't go there and hurt nobody. Right. If you know you're going to do, if your girl do this and you see this and you're going to snap, then don't set yourself up to be in a position where you're going to bring the worst out yourself. You know what I'm saying? Always try. No, don't put yourself in a position. Be smart. So that's why I say you got to know, pay attention to yourself. Because if you pay attention to yourself, then you'll know what you're capable of. You'll know where you're weak at. You'll know where you're strong at. You'll know where you make your mistakes. You'll know where you make where you do your good at. You know what I'm saying? And from there, grow. You know what I'm saying? And focus on, unity. You got your one good partner too, but find somebody that find. It's power in numbers. Right. So if it's just your family and they loyal, whoever, but find good people you can trust to be with. Because no matter what, and wherever you go, you're gonna need somebody you can trust. That's what I tell you. And be somebody on the other side that can be trusted.
I'm gonna clap for that.
That's what I got to tell them.
Cliff, what about you?
Man, I don't even know what to tell him right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Cause it's when you say the youth, I'm just around this shit. Like, I'm just, you feel me? I'm around, like, I see niggas beefing over guns and just shit that metal that costs steel that costs $200-300. Like, I think I can just say what I see nowadays as I'm around these young niggas and I'm talking to niggas from over here and saying, well, look, maybe we can stop all this and bro, this shit ain't about. I think the pride, man. Just y'all ain't gotta have too much pride, bro. You feel me?
Real talk.
I think pride been getting a lot of these. This shit ain't even been about no real beef. This shit been about pride. This shit been about. They gonna think I'm a hoe. I ain't know. They gonna think I'm a show. You know, living life is living for others. You feel me? You know,
man.
Your mama, your
That's cold.
Like I put my mama in the house this year. That's another thing. Like I put my mama in the house. I just bought my grandma's assisted living house. My sister living in the house right now. You feel me? So this living life is living for others. You feel me? When you find out that you got something to live for, maybe pride won't motherfucking way out over everything else so bad. You feel me? Then my son, I think my son saved my life a lot. Right. Me being it, like, so if you got kids, be in your kids' life and like really be there and really like learn them and see how much they can love you. And I think just because that type of shit just saved me, I could just basically speak on shit that has saved me and shit that I see, like me being there for my mother, my son, and my family. And then just knowing you ain't gotta have too much pride, I think you'll be all right then. You feel me? Know who you be living for somebody and not have so much pride. I think everything will be all right. You feel me?
There you go.
Let's go.
There y'all have it, man. Lights, Camera, Action Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Stone.
Well,
Basic.
no, but on that last note though, when you just said that right there, that was so cold when you were just saying that. But I'm saying because pride is so strong, but this is what I learned when I first started reading the Bible, and I promise you, I realized it was my biggest problem, and everybody that I knew in Flint, all my friends' biggest problem. But the Bible say this, it says, a man's pride will bring him low. That's what the words say. Right. When I read that, I said, that's why niggas can't come on.
And this another thing.
Niggas so chest poked out, but with pride, but not with confidence and accomplishments and work ethic. Right. It's just pride. You see what I'm saying? And it's false pride. It ain't no work ethic behind this false pride. But like you said,
one thing that's special about him, right? One thing that's special about him speaking on this, he really sent a word out every day from his phone. So that's another thing. A lot of niggas can just be talking and
but he
actually like live. I was always a good talker but a better listener. I always took shit that niggas did and actually did it. Like niggas would be like, damn, I'll see you when it. Yeah, I did that. You feel me? So I wasn't too smart to listen to somebody else and actually like live what you speaking up on, practice what you speak. So I'm just saying, I'm just letting y'all know, like he actually sent a word out every day. So when you hear somebody saying the God and he sent a word out every day if you got his number.
And I'm gonna put something out there. Cause we talking about pride. Me and this cat right here, we ain't cut hair next to each other. What? How long?
It's been at least about 3.5 years.
3.5 years. But as soon as we hook back up,
it was like glue.
Work ethic.
Yeah.
That's what y'all gotta pay attention to.
Work ethic.
You can cut hair better than us. You're not gonna outwork us.
Now we right here. We didn't get a haircut and it's fly all around it.
Leave my side.
Lights, Camera, Action Podcast.
Cut. Flint out.